are live with the rolling out wine up. It's summertime, man. What's going on? I got my beautiful co-host over there. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm sitting down and then I'm gonna throw the ball tonight, y'all. With this little ponytail that I got. I'm sipping on. This is margarita. It's summertime, so this is margarita. I'm throwing the ball. Somebody catch it.
Hey, it's Rocky with Rocky's Reality, and I am sipping on some sparkling rosé, which I got from a winery that I visited in Traverse City. So very good and sparkly, not too much a high of a alcohol content, but it's a nice little, got a nice little zhuzh to it. So
Shush, go ahead, shush.
zhuzh.
Hey girl, hey! I popped in a little sangria, actually homemade sangria. So I'm sipping and tipping tonight, sipping and tipping.
You gotta tell us what that's made of, but go ahead, Latrice.
Hey girl, hey y'all, what's up? This your girl Latrice So Got to Make It, and I'm sipping on champagne with lemonade.
Oh,
Champagne? What type of night is it for you? You over there with champagne?
Girl, don't you see me glowing? No.
Okay, Kristen, let's get into that. Let's get into your sangria. How you make sangria? Yes.
Okay, you ready? Because I got it online, so I'm gonna tell you how I made it. So if you go to allrecipes.com, it's the sangria recipe. It's like the highly rated recipe, so you can't miss. So in here, you will find a little bit of brandy, lemon juice. I actually put some red wine in here. It has to be dry because when you get all that other stuff mixed together, it ain't right. So a little bit of orange juice. And then I love fruit. So I got all sorts of things in here. I got strawberries, I got pineapple, I have watermelon because why not? And some blueberries. And just added a little bit of carbonated water just to kind of give it a little zhuzh, as Rocky says. A little zhuzh.
zhuzh. I love sangria. What type of red wine did you use? I know my girlfriend, she uses Merlot or Cabernet a lot of times.
I used the Merlot.
Okay.
Yep, I used the Merlot. So.
You making me want to go make
some. And I put some grapes in it too. You can kind of see the grapes floating. I just said throw all the fruits.
Grapes?
Of course.
Oh my God. You know what?
You don't like grapes, Portia?
She's so bougie. No, I love grapes. She's so bougie. She's so bougie.
just a little bit on a Sunday.
Just a little bit. She's not bougie. She's bourgeois.
Bourgeois, because I shop at Target and all of that jazz.
I shop at Target. I love Target.
No, I was making fun of like Target, bougie. Right.
I understand. Y'all, what are we cheersing to? What are we toasting to today?
That they will hopefully soon Breonna Taylor's murders.
That's it.
We haven't forgot. We haven't forgot.
Breonna Taylor.
And that justice will be serving Elijah McClain's murder as well. So we still, Black lives still matter. Still matter
every day.
No matter what foolishness is going on in the world, the Black lives still matter.
Yeah, come over here. My charger over here. Sorry, y'all. I got some technical difficulties going on today. But Black lives do matter, and Breonna Taylor killers anyway. Like, let's arrest them. What's the holdup?
Right. Can I just ask? Do y'all think the icons, the statues coming down, is that enough?
No.
I feel like we're being a little pacified. We're changing building names. This is all great and all, but I need us to look at changing policies as well. Change the policies of those schools.
No, I think the change in policies definitely comes with the change in people, right? So you have to vote to basically change the policies, and a lot of people don't come this way. Go that way. My baby boy. A lot of people fail to realize that Trump, how many people did Trump put in office? How many judges did Trump put in office? Like, how many lawmakers does Trump have up his sleeve? Like, a lot of that has to deal with the fact that Trump is still in office and
Yeah.
on camera. And he's making, his people are making all of these decisions. So yeah, so we do need to change the policy, but we need to get the people up out of here.
Right.
And that goes to the point of defunding the police. In the beginning, I was confused about defunding the police. I'm like, as opposed to what? Like, what are we gonna do if we defund the police? What are we gonna do if we get rid of the police? But the thing is, we have to get the people out of the police department to make sure that they're not a part of the KKK. They're not a part of the good old boy network. They're not a part of that old system that continues to suppress and continues to keep us down. So we have to get all of them out and then usher in a new regime, have to in new people to basically make these new laws and uphold them. Because right now everything is corrupt.
Yeah, everything. The government, the whole government. We need to have more Black people in the office in the government. Right. So I mean, it's not going to be changed.
They need to be Black people who are of our kin too, not just our skin. Because some of you are kin are not of our kin. But that's what I'm saying. We need some actions more so than you tearing down a monument, you tearing down a statue, you painting the street. I need to see some actual, like you said, us voting in some actual people who will change that police station from the inside out. So that's my thing. I think we've gotten too caught up. And now Black Lives Matter is like a marketing thing now. I think a lot of people are piggybacking off of it and using it as a way to lure more customers in and not really looking at what really needs to be changed as the foundation of this. So I just want to remind people, please don't get distracted just because they're tearing down that Confederate statue. We still need to vote locally for those people who make those laws, who make those policies, who are the police commissioners and the police chiefs and all of that. So absolutely.
Absolutely. That brings up the point that there was this white couple that was in, I believe it was a California city, that went and bought paint and tried to cover up a Black Lives Matter mural in front of one of the I'm not sure exactly what city it is. I'm about to look it up. But did y'all see that?
And she ain't even have enough paint.
Oh wow!
She didn't have enough paint. Like, what was she?
Well, ma'am, what were you trying to do? What were you trying to prove? Because
I didn't see it.
That ain't it.
That wasn't
it. Ill-prepared Karen.
Oh, so what do we also think about Karen? We see how the white tears are flowing now about Karen? You know, they're saying that Karen is a derogatory term. So are we caring that they feel Karen is a derogatory term?
No.
I mean, if you stop caring, then you won't be called a Karen.
Right.
Change your behavior and change your name.
Stop Karening.
Stop Karening.
Mm-hmm. I love it because Karen's out of control.
The name of that city was Martinez. It was a town called Martinez, California. But she was out there so entitled, just so full of righteous whiteness. And she was like, fuck this, I'm gonna cover up this Black Lives Matter mural because I can. And nobody stopped her. No police in sight. Nobody stopped her. Everybody was filming her and she was just doing what she did.
She probably thought she was just gonna really get the spotlight and get MAGA all up in arms on her side.
So what happened? She didn't finish because she ran out of paint and that was just it, or what? Did she get arrested for vandalism?
I don't know what ended up happening with her. Let me see if I can find it. Pull it up.
It's out of control.
Yeah, that's out of control.
It's time to be held accountable, just like that Lake Orion, Michigan, Lake Orion Township, Michigan couple who pulled the guns on the black mother and her daughter.
She pulled the strap out like she was ready.
Wow.
And it like she knew what she was doing. But here's my thing. If you're gonna pull a gun and you're gonna point a gun, like use your gun.
Use it.
Don't up there and threaten somebody.
But that's the problem. The problem is she used that weapon thinking she was going to intimidate. I don't think she was as fearful as she claimed to have been, because that whole story, because there's so many different elements to it that irks my soul. It's like, why couldn't you just apologize and keep it pushing? That's all she had to do.
No.
She never apologized.
All they had to do was leave. Like, just go, just leave. Like, even if you didn't apologize because you felt like you weren't in the wrong, just leave.
No.
Like,
They don't like to be wrong. They don't want to admit that they are wrong, and they're not going to do that. That's part of why we're in the situation now, because they are not, those who are ensconced in their white privilege, they are good. They are not caring. They don't care. So they don't care.
I'm gonna look up the couple that was in Martinez, California, doing what they did. Look at this, y'all. Let me see if we can see it. I got so many people here on my internet. It might not play. Okay.
Well, I said, I want Black Lives Matter. That's what I said. Oh, really? All lives matter. Now you want to get my fix?
Yeah.
Keep America great again. That's right. Why don't you guys learn about history? The Emancipation Proclamation Act.
History,
yeah, that's right. Abraham Lincoln. You're only free because of our forefathers.
Colonizer. You're not from America. You're colonizers. Your ancestors are from. So don't tell
You know what?
Your ancestors.
You don't know nothing.
Okay, that's enough time for them. But what the
That's
fuck?
crazy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So sickening.
Like, white people, like you said, are so ensconced in their white privilege.
They just,
But I saw a post this weekend that said, and what you think, and I just happened to laugh. Like, whatever you believe in, whatever your religion is, if you believe in the Bible, you believe in the Quran, whatever it is that you believe in, somebody posted something. It was a white lady, and she was for Black Lives Matter, and she said, there are no white people in the Bible. And then the subtitle said, take all the time you need with this.
right. I think I saw that one. Right. Right. Exactly.
Take all the time you need with this.
Well, let me ask you about that, because that was actually posted by the same person that believes that all churches that have white Jesus and that has all these murals with Jesus being white should be taken down, because it's actually a form of white supremacy.
Yeah.
Do you guys believe the same?
Yeah.
Because think about it. We've been taught that there's this white Jesus, this blonde-haired, blue-eyed Jesus. I went to a Catholic school growing up. I remember this Jesus. And we've been taught that our whole life. So we kind of been programmed to believe that a white man with blonde hair and blue eyes are our savior.
Yeah.
And that has programmed some people to an extent. So should all of that come down?
No, I don't know, because of those of us who have not necessarily read that we know and have heard about and read the Bible know that Jesus had hair. His hair was like wool. So those of us who are really know about the Bible and Jesus know that he was not a white man. So I do believe, though, that image has been used to brainwash us.
Control.
I don't know if I would say white supremacy, though, but I do believe religion has been a tool of white supremacy. So I guess I guess it could be. But my thing is, those of us who really know, like people who are Bible thumpers and know the Bible, they know that Jesus had wool hair. So we know in our mind that white, blue-eyed Jesus is not who Jesus is. So I mean, and really, religion.
Do you think they should take it down? Because I think they should take it down. We've been brainwashed here in the Christian ways that they taught us. We wasn't honor our history. We wasn't honor our who we believed in, whatever. We could be believing in witches and stuff, but we wasn't honor our who we believed in. So we had to go with what they told us to believe in. So I mean,
so if we take it down, though, we need to teach the right stuff, though.
We need to teach the right stuff,
right? Because even though we're removing these visual optical things, I needed to be the doctrines that they teach to follow that as well. That's my thing. That's my only thing about taking all these statues down and changing building names. Change some of the fundamentals that are going into that too. That's my thing.
Even the holidays, even celebrating Columbia, Christopher Columbus and all that. We need to change.
Yesterday was
we celebrating that.
Yeah, I was saying Happy Christmas Addicts Day yesterday.
Is that what you said? That's what you said.
I mean, Christmas Addicts was the first person to die in the Revolutionary War, which led to their independence. So technically, he should be someone who is looked at as a hero. Yeah. But a lot of times people don't think about that. Yeah, I say Happy Christmas Addicts Day.
Well, so I did not say Happy Independence Day, Happy 4th of July. I didn't say none of that.
Nope.
Just refrained from saying anything. You know, well, my family was over, we barbecued and all of that, but that's just out of tradition. But we didn't celebrate the 4th of July.
Right.
Wasn't it a weird 4th of July though?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, it was weird. It didn't feel like
no. But then you see people were like getting on each other, like if you celebrate it, you really ain't down with the cause. So
yeah.
People actually said that. Wait.
Yes, people did say that.
You are there, like if you are still popping firecrackers, then you are still celebrating the 4th of July. If you still barbecuing or wearing I mean, some people are serious about it that we should completely. So this is my thing: should we completely erase all the traditions that we have been raised with in order to prove that we honor our heritage?
I think it's a personal preference.
Yeah,
I really do. I think it's a personal preference. Like, for example, Portia, you said you had folks over, y'all barbecued because it was tradition.
It was a birthday. It was tradition, but it's my auntie's birthday. So we celebrated her birthday and people came over. We social distance. I mean, let me put that out there for the people because I do Health IQ every week and I have my epidemiologist, Dr. Kenyatta Stevens, that be like, don't go by nobody that don't have on a mask. So we social distance and we did all of that. But yeah, it was her birthday. So we said happy birthday and everybody had on a mask. We social distance. So it was tradition.
Now we didn't have barbecue. We had a seafood inspired. So we had gumbo, jambalaya, we had crab boil.
Yes,
and catfish. So we didn't have the traditional barbecue food. That is one thing that my family was like, we're gonna do our roots more so than European food. So we did do that. Yeah. That's all right. Folks be judging folks. You know, folks be judging people.
Well, yeah.
Let's swing the pendulum. What's up with Kanye West, y'all?
Girl, drop the mic.
It is just pure entertainment.
What is up
Can he do
with
that? Can he enter at this point? Is it even allowed?
No, he can only be written on. It's like 5 or 6 states that the deadline is already passed to even be on as an independent.
But
honestly,
I read somewhere in California that he still had time to fill out whatever it was that he needed to fill out, and he could still do it.
Ain't nobody with good sense voting for no Kanye West.
Girl,
point blank period.
You don't know
point
that.
Blank, no. Look on Twitter. Look on Twitter. It is too much. One, we've given this man so much attention.
We did.
It's like, I'll give you attention for your business acumen, securing that deal with Gap, amazingness, for giving to the cause and marching in Chicago, amazingness, for even some of the stuff that you've done with prison reform with your wife, amazingness. However, when you go and pull divisive tactics like this, trying to divide the Black vote, I have a problem with it. And not only do I have a problem with it, I'm actually mad annoyed by it, because it's like, bro, we're dealing with racial inequality.
Right.
We're dealing with COVID. We're dealing with pandemics. We're dealing with so much stuff as Black people. The last thing we want to do is deal with Kanye freaking West claiming Twitter fingers that he want to run for president. It's just like, bro, sit down somewhere, raise your 50-11 kids and leave us alone.
Exactly.
What? His 50-11 kids, which is
50-11 kids, leave us alone.
Go raise them. Okay.
I'm amused. I think it's just entertainment and another distraction. It's just entertainment because, shit, I would rather have him than Trump. If it was a choice, but I'm still going to vote for Biden. I'm still going to vote for Biden.
Thank you, Rocky. He said,
Still voting for Biden all the way. I don't care. Like I've already said, I don't care if it was the Lucky Charms leprechaun. Anybody but Trump's ass, okay? And it's and
Let me tell you something.
anybody but him. And if you support him, you are a racist. Did y'all hear his latest quote
No, what was
about
it?
how Black people have to be aware of our history or we'll go back to it?
Okay, so I don't give any type of energy. Like I just don't.
Girl.
How come he don't have COVID yet? How come he don't have COVID yet?
He
Everybody
probably
got COVID.
do. He probably do, but y'all ain't
he
gonna
probably
never know.
does, right?
He probably do, but y'all ain't gonna never know.
His
You,
wife.
you heard his daughter-in-law got it, or his son's girlfriend has it, who was at the Trump rally. Herman Cain, who was sitting with all of the cooneries in the coonery section at his rally, he got it. It's like, you know what? I hate to laugh, and God forgive my heart, because every time I get a CNN alert saying somebody from that rally got it, a little part of me chuckles inside. Like, you know what? Y'all stupid.
He's trying his hardest not to cough, girl. He just trying his hardest not to cough. Somebody else.
You know what? I'm at the point. Trump is in the boat with Charity on Greenleaf for me. I feel no way sorry for you, boo boo. All of anybody who support him, I do not support. I don't support anything. I had to have my pop in too. I don't support anything. He's like he's on the shit list. Like Charity on Greenleaf on the
Let's
shit.
talk about Charity in a second, but I do want to say this about Kanye West. And y'all might call me crazy, but I don't care. I think Kanye West has a chance to win. I think if he gets on the I think that he has a chance to win.
I agree.
Think about all of the things that he has done to date with his, and like he put it out there, he manifested that I want a fashion line, I want to be a respected fashion designer. What is he now? A respected fashion designer, right? So when you think about all of the things that he has done in his lifetime, even being millions and millions of dollars in debt, and he overcame that. Yeah, he had a partner, he had a wife, but whatever, he still overcame it. I think even with the gospel, I'm not even sure what they were calling them, gospel celebrations, where he was going around the country, he was on tour, he was doing all the prison reform stuff, he was going into all of the prisons. People like him, even though he might be a little mentally off. We all are a little mentally off, but
we respect his genius, though. I agree with you. We respect Kanye.
That if he runs, I think that the millennials will get behind him in full force, and I think that he has a chance to win.
I can't disagree, because he's Kanye.
Yeah, I disagree. I disagree.
If he was not Kanye West, though, his fashion designing would not be. Because I don't know that.
And that's a difference. That's the difference. You're talking fashion, you're talking entertainment, and then you're talking running the biggest country or the capital of the free world.
Well, look how people are obsessed with the Kardashians. Look how obsessed people are with the Kardashians. Just right there gives Kanye clout. And look at where we at. There was a time when all of us were laughing like, oh, Donald Trump ain't gonna run for president. And look where we at now. So I wouldn't be surprised. I don't say it would be the best choice, but at this point, Americans have already shown us that you don't have to have the qualifications to be president. Because if
y'all better start speaking good stuff in existence. Stop speaking that ill stuff in existence. I don't think nobody get no ideas about he wouldn't be a bad choice. No, yes, he would be a terrible choice.
Yes,
we got too much at stake.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you, but like Portia said, people are probably, I totally agree that he is not qualified, but at this point, American voters have shown us that they don't care about integrity.
No, see, that's the difference between the last election. American voters, the ones that actually voted. You got to remember, so many people of color, Black people, did not vote. They felt like they didn't want to pick between the lesser of two evils. Now it's like, no, you don't have a choice. Everybody needs to vote. And the people that are behind the, go ahead.
No.
And the people behind the everybody needs to vote, for the most part, it's Black folks. And Black folks don't trust Kanye West to lead no type of country. Period. Period.
Period. Okay.
But I mean, my my faith in the political system has been shaken these past.
That's true.
Well, have y'all seen his Sunday services? That's all I'm gonna ask.
Those were dope.
I was
And
there.
all of them, in every single city that he has gone to, including the prisons, have been sold out. I just I think he has a strong chance to win. And if we want to talk about qualifications, I think he might be a lot more qualified than Donald Trump. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, just
That's all I'm saying.
they both are tiddlywinks though. They both tiddlywinks. It's
What you
both
call it?
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. It's both Tweedledum and Tweedledummer, pretty much.
What's gonna happen is if Kanye West go ahead and go with the whole process of it, he gonna see who actually has his back and who actually doesn't. That's what's gonna happen. And then
Gonna be Jay-Z.
I want to place bets. If this does happen, how long do you think it'll take for Beyonce and Jay-Z to come out against Kanye and endorse Biden? Let's just say November is how many months away? July, August, September, October, November. 4 months away. If this is true, I'm gonna say if this is true, the next 45 days. No, I'll give them 60 days. If this is true and Kanye actually does say launch a campaign and want to be like, yeah, write me in, I give it 60 days before Jay-Z and Beyonce shut that down. Like, y'all, we not playing.
I hope so. Because they don't put on the list too. That's why they don't mess with Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Ooh, so,
What'd you say?
can we talk about August Alsina now?
Talk about it.
Got him going crazy.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, because I have a lot to say about that. Because I think that, okay, I have 2 boys, right? So I have teenage boys, and I do have some younger guys that are interested in me because I look young, right? Anyway, I cannot, like, I'm not at that point where I feel like I'm able to indulge in a younger guy relationship. Like, I just can't, because I feel like I'm putting that karma out there, and I have to come back on me, and not necessarily on me, but on my boys. Like, I don't want some old ass, and I'm not calling Jada old ass, but I'm just saying, I don't want some old ass trying to talk to my babies.
Right.
Just trying to talk to them.
Yeah, because that juicy have them going crazy.
I don't want it. So I want to put that karma out there. So I refuse to talk to somebody that's young. What y'all think about it? I think I'm gonna put it out there. I said it. I don't give a fuck if I'm canceled, but I think it's nasty.
Okay. No, that's okay. No, come on. I ain't nothing wrong with the cougar love. Nah.
With the cougar love.
I don't like it. If it was 5 years ago and he's 27, 28 right now, that means that he was 22, 23.
She was 43. She was 20 years his senior. Come on. Okay. He obviously has some childhood trauma he needs to work out.
See, here's the thing we're talking with younger guys. You got to worry about the young guys telling the whole world. Just like how I don't want to talk to nobody younger because they're too immature. They put the post and everything on Facebook so everybody can read it. They can't keep nothing private. Why would you want to talk to somebody younger? We're not doing nothing.
That's one aspect of it. But Rocky, how old is Dylan? How old is your son?
I'm just saying it's an experience that happens, and it's.
How old is Dylan,
Rocky? My baby is 9. My baby is 9.
Okay, so would you want somebody? So let's just say he's 19, right? You put 10 years on him, he'll be 19, right? And you want somebody that's 20, 40 talking to him?
I would not like it. However, depending on. My thing is, I feel like we all should have certain experiences in life, even if they're not the best, because they're going to teach you certain lessons. If my son was 19, messing with a 39-year-old, my main thing to him would be to let him know realistically, don't be trying to fall in love with her, and please use protection so you don't get her pregnant. That would be my, but, and then he would probably still fall in love. And then when she, you know, when the juicy got him crazy, I would be there to console him like, son, I told you. But I wouldn't intervene to say, oh, you can't date my son, because unless she was just like a crazy heifer who was not right. But I mean, it happens. It happens.
So I definitely wouldn't intervene, but I prep my kids. I prep my sons.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would have the talk with him. So I would.
And they'd be like, Mama, you crazy as hell. I don't give a damn what you say. But let me tell you something. Y'all not gonna do it because I didn't tell you not to. Like I tell them, you can't date that. You can't bring that home. You can't imagine whatever it is that you want to imagine. But I'm like, you can't. And they be like, okay, Mom, whatever. But let me tell you something. I'm not gonna put that energy out in the world because I don't want that to come back to me.
No,
I don't want it to come back to me and my experience and on them, because I know what that is. I've dated older guys. I know how it is. I know the manipulation. I've been there. I've experienced it. I don't like it.
Mhm.
I didn't like it then. I had to grow not to like it, but I just don't think it's right. And I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair.
Okay, so do we think that Jada's wrong in this situation?
Absolutely. I do.
Jada's wrong.
Yay,
Yeah.
Jada. Oh, really? Okay, so we got 2 for Jada being wrong, and we have 2 for not.
Think you are wrong.
Okay, so this is my thing. I want to see I'm not going to say she's wrong just for having a sexual relationship with him. I want to see what were some other manipulations that happened.
See, that's the thing. I'm sorry, Rocky. The thing is, we believe Alcina. We believe August. Like, Jada ain't never said yay or nay about this situation. And I think that's really what I'm getting at. Like, okay, we believe August Alcina because he came out and told his truth. But as we know, there's always 2 sides to every story. So I'm just ready for that good red table talk, because I need to find out, like, one, Jada, what happened, and 2, what you telling these young fellas.
She probably embarrassed about it. See, that's the thing with the young dudes. You got to be like, dude, please shut up. Don't post it. Don't post it nowhere. Just be quiet.
No, she posing next to him at the BET Awards. Y'all saw that.
But she probably told him right there to shut up. Don't say nothing either. Let's just pose together. I mean, these dudes.
Right. Okay, so shout out to Devon Moore. She says, I'd rather my mother be honest with me about women, even when I'm telling myself I'm right. Correct us, but let us feel that feeling. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Certainly, I wouldn't like it. Hell no, I wouldn't like it that my son dates someone 20 years older than him. But I will also, in my mind, be like, this is just a phase. This is not somebody who you're going to marry. We all have to sow our wild oats. We all have our young days. I just want to know what else they told him. Did they promise him something or what? Because it was beyond sex. Obviously.
Well, so you just said you're not gonna be in the. No, what did you say? You said you're not gonna be with her. This is not.
I would tell my son, like, you probably not gonna be with her anyway. Like, this is. Go ahead, get that out your system. We've all dated someone older, just like I said, I've dated older men too before I was married. Now, when I was single, I didn't really like younger guys because of the mental aspect. Now, the sex might be good because their stamina is there, but when it gets to, you know, the mental part, they're not there. But I would just let my son know, have an honest conversation, like, okay, I can see why you attracted to her, because women of a mature age, we are definitely different when it comes to intimacy. And that's something that probably hooked August Alcina versus the girls his age. So I couldn't be mad at my son for wanting to explore that. I would be cautious as a mama and not like it.
Bump that. She wrong for that. That's why we got people like R. Kelly's. That's why we got people like R. Kelly's.
He was over 18.
She's wrong for that. She's wrong for that. Bump that. I don't care. I don't care how good you try to make that sound. She is wrong for that.
But I mean, if her husband let her do it, is she wrong?
He was 23.
I mean, if the husband proved it, he doesn't prove, but she was wrong for that.
So listen,
I mean,
he was 23 and she was married.
But Will Smith, they are life partners. They've been made it clear that they are not romantically linked.
Girl, wait, can we address this life partners foolishness? Like, when did this like,
They're life partners. They're
They
swingers
did say that.
for
They did say
years. Like,
I remember them coming. I remember the rumors of them being swingers.
Yeah.
I remember that specifically. But when did they make this special announcement that we are life partners and
It's
ain't nothing gonna change our? They didn't say marriage. They said life partnership.
mhm.
That's the thing now. Is that what these millennials be doing now?
That's
'Cause
their
I'm,
thing.
I'm confused.
It's not a new thing. You know, people
But they
get
not
married.
millennials.
They get married for convenience. I have a theory that Will is bisexual, and
Oh,
I think so too.
their marriage is a whole
so
business
too.
thing.
Yup, I think he's bisexual. Yes.
It's a whole business deal. Their
Yup.
marriage is a business. Portia.
Yup. I agree with you on that. I think their relationship was bisexual and they wanted to keep it together just because. And he said, hey, let's just have an open relationship. And that's how it was.
look for why. Look for why.
But some people don't want to get a divorce. Some people don't want to get a divorce. They just want to keep it going.
But divorces are so common.
It's a business thing with them. Just like you got, Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's a business relationship. Probably we don't know what's going on behind the closed doors. All we know that I always thought that Will be bisexual. That is my point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I need all of that healing from the red table talk to come quickly because I need
Girl,
answers.
Jada be want to say some stuff though. That's why she be so strong opinionated. She wants to say something like, Will, you know you ain't fucking me right. You know you ain't handled it in the bedroom. Will, I need some more dick somewhere else. I'm going to mess with the young boy because I need somebody to eat me out.
Okay. It's Alcina. And I love
And
it.
he does it.
And I love this
I'm gonna
shit.
teach him. I'm gonna teach him how to eat it right. I mean, dang.
She can shape him and groom him with his young self.
Exactly.
She like, look, your little young thing.
Let me show you how to eat a girl right. I mean, that's what it is.
Okay. And I mean, because my husband just told me that, like, when he's dating older women, it's because that experience, that thrill, and older women, you learn a lot from them. So August Alsina, I need him to focus on his music though, and his health. I'm gonna need him to focus on his health and music.
I'm just mad
That part.
about it. I'm just mad.
Right up.
I'm mad that I'm just mad about it. Like she gave him a lot of love and that he just couldn't handle.
No, I'm mad that he ran his mouth. That's what I'm mad about.
Girl,
He's 27. He's 27, 28. What you mad at?
I mean, he got an album to promote. What you expect to happen? Because
Well,
if he
yeah.
just dropped his music, ain't nobody gonna be like, "Oh, you hear that new August?" No. Now
And this
we
is
all
definitely
like,
not
"Oh, you hear about August?"
And that's definitely not an endorsement for him because his record still ain't gonna sell.
I don't know, because he got him some little stands out there. He got him some
But it
stands.
still makes him look like a bitch ass. It still makes
That
him
part.
It does, like a bitch ass.
No, not at 27, 28. You can't be a little bitch ass at 27, 28 because that's what 27 and 28-year-olds do.
But girl, you see how he rocking his hair. He's a bitch ass.
He got the what's the guy off of The Simpsons? The clown.
But
Crusty.
He got the crusty he got the sideshow Bob situation going on. I said, oh, is that what the youngest is doing these days? Okay.
Okay, y'all. So listen, so I'm done with that. I'm mad at her for that. I am. I'm mad at her for that because he was that young. He was really young. And I just think about my boys and I just don't want nobody turning them out because that's what she did. She turned
But we don't know that. That's the thing. We don't know that. We don't know how that whole situation started.
He said he was in a romance with her. What 27, 28-year-old, you know, that's using the word romance.
Romance.
He said, I gave all of myself to them. I gave all of myself.
He sounds like a broad.
She must have made him bust a red. Ooh, bless him. Y'all look up that Oaktown 357 song, Juicy Got You Crazy. That's exactly August Alsina and Jada.
Hey.
Oh man. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, but they obviously they was in a little, because they have several pictures where they are cozied up on the red carpet.
Penny.
His arm is laying on her side like, this is my boo right here. So
why he want to come out with it now though? So what happened?
I mean, I guess, does he have an album coming out? Because I know he had
He had an album. He dropped the album. That was the whole reason for him having that interview with Angela Yee.
Yeah,
And that's he went
It
to
was
come out with it.
pre-promotion for his album.
God, somebody should have schooled him with his publicist that they should have said, "Yo, this is not an endorsement."
told him that was a great idea. His
Oh,
publicist told
they
him
need
that
to
was
be
a great
fired.
idea.
Probably.
He got everybody talking about it. Like one of our
I mean, talking about it, but it's not. It looks stupid though. It looks dumb though. It looks retarded.
hell, he's 27, 28. A lot of stuff can look stupid. He, you know. Okay, y'all, listen. July 2nd is when the Red Table Talk comes out. I'm gonna be tuned in. I hope you guys are
Me
gonna be tuned in.
too.
You said July 22nd?
July 2nd. July 2nd. What's today?
Or 7th. Today's the 5th.
The 5th.
Maybe it's the 7th. When
I
is
think
it?
maybe the 7th.
Somebody look it up. I thought she said
I'm
July.
looking it up.
Okay. Okay, y'all. With that, let's go ahead and end it. We are out of time. It's 8:49. Let me see what Facebook is talking about. Facebook was blowing up.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Devon Moore said, I'd rather my mother be. Oh, you said that. You read that one, Rocky. Devon Moore said, I think I joined the conversation just in time. Kathleen said, why not Corona, Condola, Kanye? Why not 2020 effed up? What?
Right.
Kathy said,
Well,
she is effed up already, so why not? Girl, bye.
2020 away. I'll see y'all in 2021. Just
Oh my God.
See y'all in 2021. She didn't announce it. So
happy.
Jada didn't say when. I didn't see anything that said when the next Table Talk episode will be. But she said she's going to bring it to Red Table Talk.
She like time for some healing. She a mess. You know, Jada, I love her, but
Girl.
sometimes that Red Table Talk, she be kind of full of shit on certain things. I
No,
love
she
Jada.
don't.
I definitely appreciate how she's using her platform, but sometimes the conversations would be, I don't know, they would be contrived to me. It would be
I was just going to say contrived.
it would be
A little, just
there's
like,
something
okay.
like, I don't know. My energy is telling me it ain't all, you know, like she makes it to be. It's I don't know, Jada. I don't know. I like me some Jada, but I think she done went to the dark side over the years or something. Something, her eyes look different or something. I don't know. It's strange. I can't explain it, but
Speaking of eyes looking different, I'm sorry. Did you guys not catch like the crazy Republican that's in Florida talking about Beyonce and Patti LaBelle are like a part of, like, they're not really Black, but they're a part of, like, he basically went on with like all of these inflammatory accusations saying Patti LaBelle really isn't Black. She's a part of this underground operative that's trying to get Obama back in office. And Beyonce's not really Black. Her name is something like an Italian name. And they're saying that she was trying to, I can't remember. Look it up, because it's the craziest. Like, that's the reason why Patti LaBelle is trending today, because it's like one of the most insane. He's throwing out these conspiracy theories, and it's Florida man. You know about Florida man.
I go by the pies again.
Florida man.
Oh wait,
Gotta love
while
it.
we're talking about icons, that reminded me. Shout out to Jennifer Hudson for the trailer to Respect.
Let's play that real quick.
Playing Aretha Franklin.
So
Yes.
we that earlier in the week on the Rolling Out AM wake up call, and there was a debate that was sparked about who the Facebook audience thought would have played Aretha Franklin better. Would it have been Jennifer Hudson or Fantasia? What y'all think? I'm gonna pull it up. Go ahead. Jennifer Hudson or Aretha?
Say Fantasia, you could have played teenage Aretha and Jennifer play older.
No, I think they did a good with Jennifer.
I think so too. I like Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah, I think Jennifer is solid. I think she's
I
solid.
thought it was a great choice. I don't know, Fantasia, she screams too much. I don't know. She doesn't have the same timbre in her voice like Aretha. I don't, no.
Yeah, Aretha don't do much squalling and all of that.
Yeah.
So I could see she has a powerful voice, and I think they did a good job with Jennifer Hudson, for sure.
I mean,
CJ Mallow said a good way to end a once promising career. Effed up. Okay.
Talking about Kanye? Or August.
I think he's talking about, maybe talking about August. But then, yes, Kay Bunton says Jennifer the Oscar winner. So I think it's
Jennifer.
But you know, they both came from American Idol, and Fantasia won, and Jennifer did not. So,
well, we know why, because Jennifer was a big girl then. That's partly why, because we know she could sing.
Fantasia
I got the voice. I got the voice.
She wasn't that humble. I'm just saying, Fantasia wasn't that small back then. She's fine now, but she wasn't that small back then.
Yes, she was.
She was small. Was she
something? She done gained weight since she
gained weight.
Yeah, she was a little something.
Fantasia, she was small.
Oh yeah, Fantasia was tiny. She was tiny then.
Wasn't small back then to me.
Yes,
like,
yes.
Jennifer
now.
But Fantasia was tiny. I think she's much finer than she was.
Yeah, much better.
She got a grown woman body. She got a grown woman body.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good choice, Jennifer Hudson, and I like that. Forrest Whitaker is in it. Shout out to Forrest Whitaker.
This thing don't want to damn bring it up.
I'm looking forward to that. Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin.
Okay, this last one, y'all. Then we gotta go. It's 8:54. We supposed to been gone. Set up the IG. Hold on, y'all. Video unavailable. What the hell, YouTube?
Are you trying to see the pull up the So wait a minute. So I guess it's gonna the release is gonna be in September. So I mean December.
What you need? What you, baby? I got what you need. You know I got it. All I'm asking is for your respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to me. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Take care, T-C-B. Anyway, let's pull the short trailer, but y'all check it out. I can't wait for it to come out. It's coming out in August. When is it coming out?
No, it's gonna be December now. Now that with COVID, it was supposed to be around August, September, but now it's gonna be December.
It was
That's gonna
exactly
be great. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to them doing the Queen of Soul.
I'm a fan of Jennifer Hudson. I love Jennifer Hudson and Dreamgirls. Dreamgirls is one of my favorite movies. We can sing the monologue, or I can sing the monologue. My babies come and actually act out the scenes because that's how much I watch the movie. And it's definitely one of my favorite movies. That's the movie that she won an Oscar on. So I think Jennifer Hudson was definitely an excellent.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a great actress. Yeah, great actress.
She's
I don't
a great
know about
actress.
Fantasia's acting.
Phenomenal singer too. Like she is.
And what?
I said she's a great actress and she's a phenomenal singer. So
yes, absolutely.
Anyway, y'all, it's 8:56. Let's go ahead and wind. Are we winding up or wind down? We winding up or wind down? What are we doing?
Well, now we winding down. We didn't wind up already. We winded down.
And wind down this episode of the Wind Down. I love y'all. I'm so happy that y'all. And it's summertime. Some of us got a little summertime glow.
Yes, my whole life in the sun.
Saying, Rocky, you was out social distancing. You did your vacation, but you was social distancing. Somebody else is about to go on vacation next week. I'm just saying. But I'm gonna be social distancing. So anyway, I am going to toast to that, to a safe, COVID-free vacation. Where I can just relax and get my little tan on and get a little bit darker, even tone. I like my little darkness, y'all. I love it. Anyway, that's all. Y'all toasting. What y'all toasting to? Love, life, health.
Oh.
What?
Health and 2021.
Right. And I'm toasting to Joe Biden for 2020.
Joe Biden.
Kanye, I like college dropout Kanye. I don't like this post-secondary Kanye. I can't deal with him.
The old man Kanye.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
I'm toasting to the week ahead because it will be a beautiful week to arrest the cops that killed Breonna Taylor.
All right.
Perfect time.
It's the cops that killed Breonna Taylor. And with that, we are out. Join us next week for the wind up, the rolling out wind up, and we will see you guys there. Yeah. Have a great night. Bye-bye.